Hi, this is another glass piston door. I made this one today, and you'll notice right off the bat an advantage to this one is that in the old one there's sort of glass showing on the walls. This one hides the glass, so the last one only hid the redstone basically, but you could still see the glass there when the door was closed. This one, you can't even see the glass when it's open, which is pretty cool. Most people have the door sort of on the side, pistons on the side, I mean. Mine comes down from the top and comes up from the bottom because the reason I did it this way is because I previously created this where a fence comes up from the ground because obviously it would be dumb to have it from the side. So this is that, and I basically just copied this design I created earlier today because this design I created a long time ago, but it's sort of bulky and weird, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to make this a lot more efficient and small, and now it's much better and faster. So that's what I designed this off of. I thought, well, I can just reuse this and then have something come down from the top. So I added basically the same type of observer-based double piston extender that I use down here, except it doesn't really work downward. You have to have an extra pulse run in, which is what I did. So it gets powered from here and then runs into this, locks the hopper, which updates the observer, and fires one more pulse. Now the top is not as fast as the bottom because there is a lot of delay using like torch towers, and I had to add delay to wait for this stuff, and yeah, the top half takes a while, the bottom half is extremely fast, and I'll actually demonstrate that in just a minute. But let's just, first of all, watch it. I'll do it, yeah, I'll tell you. So there you go, it is pretty fast. We'll do it with the arch removed so you can kind of see the pistons. There we go. So now you kind of get a feel for how it works. And as you can see, yeah, the top is much slower. The bottom is essentially, I mean, I'm sure there's a faster one designed by some smart person, but let me show you why the bottom one is so fast and why it's basically as optimized as I can make it. So if I set the game to 1/4 of its normal speed, you can see, well, actually I should have opened the door first because it doesn't make sense if I just show you the closing. Okay, so watch this bottom half of glass here. Watch how tight that timing is. The glass went down on the same tick that the stone came in, which I didn't think was possible, but like, I happened to make it accidentally that way. And of course, you could also, this doesn't have to be glass, it could be with fences, not a fence gate, maybe with fence gates, I don't know if you can move those. This actually might look kind of cool. I haven't tried it before. I've tried it on that one where it just comes up from the bottom, and I think that would honestly make more sense because, well, that's how fences are. They're not super, I mean, they might be tall, but whatever. So let's see. I mean, that looks okay. It is kind of cool. But I think it makes more sense to have glass there. I guess you could also do stained glass. And I broke a piece of my thing. Okay. So yeah, that's just a brief demonstration. I really did not want to have it this wide. I thought I could make it one block skinnier, but I could not figure out a way to run a redstone line up to here. It just did not work out. Yeah. So, there's my little piston door. Looks pretty cool, actually. And I think if you stand in it, you can go to the pistons, yeah. So don't do that. But that's just the little demonstration I wanted to show you. So I will see you later. Bye.